I really like punching.
Yeah, like.
My brother just told me that we got to do one that's jam packed because the attention span is so fucked up that we got to punch you.
Yeah, all right. Our Bud on Amazon. Compensation Ships just came out. It's 28 texts now. Here with Nick Flair.
The best never rest ever.
We talking about NWA. I made a status about it. They're the living, breathing CB4. Or not. Rest in peace, Eazy-E, though, I guess, you know. But yeah, that's really, you know, my brother made a great comparison. He's saying that is where, you know, of course, art depicts life, life depicts art, and that is the fabric that CB4 is taken from, is this NWA story. And many people say NWA hijacked hip hop, and I was basically just saying that Dr. Dre and NWA in general, it's just kind of like one parasitic venture from the next. Like, they seem to be like mimicking people, you know, people really doing it. I mean, Eazy-E probably was the one really like the closest one to the streets. But if you think about Dr. Dre, like, he just jumped from like a pretty much parasitic group of NWA to Eminem, who's a parasite. Like, it's just like another, like it's a jumping from parasite to, so of course he is financially successful in that sense, which is whatever, it is what it is, but that's just the facts of it, I feel like. Honestly, that's just how I feel like. I don't know. And the debate was that, because of course I bring Pac up, and they're trying to say Pac is homosexual, because I brought up the point that Dre, you know, wearing women's makeup and leggings and being called homosexual by numerous people and supposedly committing homosexual acts. This is what it is. This just is what it is. I just felt like it had to be said because they want to call Tupac homosexual, and I just feel like he just was comfortable in his own skin being in the tub with the gold on him. You know what I mean? So I don't know really, what do you think as far as rap in general?
I think you're right on that. I just think you're right. I think a lot of them got to go back and listen to that old Vibe interview, or to that other one where it's like 5 parts. He's talking to the one guy, I forget his name. It's all in there.
With the white bandana on?
He's standing there with the camouflage jacket on, and he got the, you know, and then one guy is talking to him, you know, they talking about the Illuminati.
Oh yeah,
They talk
the
about
last interview.
Rakim, they talk about Melly Mel, he talks about all kind of shit. You know
Ice Cube, you saying like, why isn't Ice Cube making those bow downs when Tupac was free?
Yeah.
He said he hit him up.
Yeah.
He took note.
And people, you know, Ice Cube was on Strictly for My Niggas. He was on a song on there with Ice-T. And who else? Somebody else is on that. But anyway, I just think like shit is so fake right now in general, and the losers are siding with the losers, and the winners are siding with the winners.
Like, if you're comfortable in your own skin, they don't like you.
Hell nah. Birds of a feather flock together.
Like, so, Tupac was too live, and that's kind of why he had to die.
Exactly. Like, you know, the energy was too much. You know, it's like if you get a high energy person walk into a room full of low energy people, all the low energy people are threatened. And then they gonna create dissension. They gonna say, oh, he blah blah blah, or this or da da da. Next thing you know, it's 5-on-1. This is where the mob mentality and all of that is created. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a bunch of weaklings and one strong person.
They're either gonna try and push you out, or they'll all just leave.
They'll either push you out, or everybody will just turn their back and leave. You know what I'm saying? Because
they can't coexist. You just remind them of themselves, and they don't want to be reminded of themselves.
They don't want to be reminded of themselves ever.
Because you think about it, like, could Ice Cube ever do anything like be so comfortable to where he would take a picture with nothing but gold on? Or especially those days in the early 90s.
Hell nah. And a lot of it has to do with, just what Pac was saying, self-esteem issues, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really listen to this shit. You gotta really go back and look, do your homework, man. Because if you don't, then you're gonna be saying crazy shit like Ice Cube's top 5 lyricists. That's crazy. That is out of control. That is out of control. You can never put an Ice Cube over a Mos Def. You can never put an Ice Cube over a Tupac. You can never put an Ice Cube over a Jay-Z.
First of all,
you can never put an Ice Cube over a Crooked Eye. You can never put an Ice Cube over even an Eminem. He can't be. He's top 50 off of influence, not off of artistry.
I feel like, all right, with Ice Cube music, which Ice Cube songs do you know and like because of the lyrics and not because the beat is a classic beat?
Exactly.
Or a remade beat from some other really good song. Because I feel like a lot of rap music, man, it's like they took really great music and then just made it like good or okay.
Yeah, it made a little deformity off it.
Yeah, deformity is probably the best way to put it.
Yeah, that's what it is. You know what I mean? It's a lazy art. It's a lazy art form. Everybody in it gonna just be aghast when I say shit like this because I'm in it. But guess what? I got lazy. I got lazy, and rap was easy. Rap is easy.
It's not like picking up an instrument or
Hell
singing.
nah. It ain't like doing choreographed dance moves or learning a trombone or whatever. Or even when I used to DJ. Rapping is way easier than fucking with turntables and getting nice at two turntables. Way easier. I was nice on the turntables too though. Don't get it fucked up. But I got lazy. You know what I'm saying? What he say? School made me sick. Teacher said I was too lazy. It's the new and improved Jay-Z. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but yeah, like, and then back to what you were saying in the last video about gay shit though. Like how about Biggie though, saying gay shit and how people just don't acknowledge
shit like,
it.
I'll suck on your daddy's dick, or don't you know my man Gutter fucking kidnap kids and fuck them in their ass and throw them over a bridge. You have to understand where that psychopathic, demonistic type of thinking is coming from. It's coming from your body being fucked up. That's where it's coming from.
So you think Doughboy?
That's why all the things you can quote of Ice Cube, let's be honest. There's a couple hip hop heads out there who can quote more, shit than what I'm about to say. I bet you though a majority of it that you can quote from Ice Cube is some ignorant shit. Like, fuck you, hoe, you can suck on my dick. Like some shit like that. Or, or something from It Was a Good Day. You know what I mean?
Like for the most part, like Dear Mama is more influential than all of Ice Cube's music probably put together. Or It Was a Good Day is like a quarter of Dear Mama. Yeah. Maybe, like, you know what I mean? Like, really.
It's not even a question. It's not even an argument.
It transcends audiences.
It's not even an argument. There's a reason why this nigga Tupac is bigger than fucking life. There's a reason why this nigga Tupac is Bob Marley and everybody else is everybody else.
I was in Serbia.
There's a reason.
I was in Serbia before a game and California Love came on, which is a George Clinton beat, really.
And then probably after that, it probably one on Ice Cube, probably like a Nelly joint. Niggas be sleeping on cats like that. You know
but Nelly's in great shape though.
Nelly's a high energy nigga.
And he's vegetarian at one point.
He's a high energy nigga. It's high energy and low energy. Don't get me wrong. Low energy is rampant so much that it can be just as big.
Snowballing.
This is why, I don't want to get into the calling the names and shit because it shouldn't even have to call no names. When I say that, you should understand who's high energy and who's low energy. You can see it by the way they move, by the way they act, by the way they talk, by the way they do things. You know what I'm saying? It's high energy and low energy. And birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you're comfortable in your own skin, they're not going to like you, for one. They're just not going to like you. And I just feel like when it comes to NWA, DJ Yella, come on. Eazy-E, come on. Ice Cube, that's the best rapper in the group. The best rapper in the group.
And most people will run the DOC because he's known to write his own shit. So we give him a little credit. What? Come on, man. You can't put these guys up next to Jay-Z. You can't put these guys up next to Tupac. You can't put these guys up next to Big Punisher.
There's a reason they were in a group.
You can't put these guys up next to Big L. You can't put these guys up to my man Yazin Bey. You can't put these niggas up next to that.
There's a lot of individuals and NWA was a group.
You know what I'm saying? You have to understand, man. Like,
and it's another thing too. They always want to come at Suge, and they say that like Death Row was founded off of Dre. First of all, I feel like Death Row, a lot of them singles, man. I mean, it's got a lot to do with George Clinton. And like, really,
yeah. You really want to be honest.
Yeah, like it really is. Like,
founded off the P-Funk, baby. Yeah, it's called G-Funk.
Yeah, you know what I mean, and pretty much Coke Money.
Yeah, and street shit.
Yeah,
street shit always. Yeah, number one.
Like, cause really though, on Dre Day only meant Eazy's payday. Why was that? Because Dre didn't have the rights to his own shit.
Another good example. I don't. I would even say on 2001. What that was Dre's latest disc, right? He's got the new one about to come out though, or something in like a few days actually, or something. But I want to see if on the new one, like on every other Dre record, do you see the penalty imprint? If you see the penalty imprint, Eazy's still getting paid. or wait, it was a Ruthless. It's either one. I think Ruthless right? Might have been under penalty. I'm not sure which one it is. But that's the point I'm trying to make is, look at them labels on the joint. It's not just Interscope or Universal or whatever. You're gonna see that other little one that's penalty or Ruthless. I don't know if Ruthless still exists or if they was under penalty. I'm not sure.
But who got the rights back? Who got the rights back for Dre?
Suge Knight.
Went and Brody. Eazy physically went in person and was like, "This is what we're doing, right?"
Yeah. It's not even a question, man. It shouldn't even be an argument. It shouldn't even be an argument. Whoever this dude is that was going back and forth with you, you don't know shit. You don't know shit. And it sucks that you don't know shit because you don't know shit. And it sucks. So it sucks for you.
So right.
It sucks for you, dog.
So I'm saying though, like Dr. Dre admittedly pretty much slapped or hit a woman.
Oh, it's a known fact.
D. Barnes.
It's a known fact, but she ain't the only one. She is not the only one. That's the other thing. She is not the only one.
So then they would always say, like, look, Tupac got convicted of rape.
Oh, like everybody that gets convicted of something is guilty. That means Hurricane Reuben Carter was guilty.
And Mandela.
That means Mandela was guilty. That don't mean shit. These old racist ass powder wig wearing ass judges. Have you ever been in front of a judge and been a street dude and had an ounce of street in your body?
If you've seen the sentencing, Tupac is bullying the judge. Like, you can't even look me in my eyes and you're sentencing me. Like, you'd never see Dr. Dre or any of them. You just can't even, you don't see that in your head. In your mind's eye, that's not happening. They're just taking that on the chin. First of all, they wouldn't even be in that circumstance. They're not the ones shooting cops and beating people up in public and beating people up in the studio. And then, you know what I mean? Because they always want to call Pac a fake thug.
Another 600 is going by.
So, it's just funny how they always want to get at Pac for being this fake thug when most people have never shot multiple people, been shot, survived the shootings, beat people up. And of course, yeah, like you were saying earlier, like, cause, they always want to say, like, Ice Cube makes good movies. First of all, he's a terrible actor for the most part. Doughboy is his best role. And he's not the main character. Pac was main characters in movies.
By the same guy that made Boys in the Hood, who was John Singleton. Tyrese wasn't going to be Baby Boy, he was going to be Tupac.
That one hurts. That one hurts.
It's a joke.
Like Ice Cube could never be that because women don't want to look at him.
They don't want to look at him.
They don't want to look at Dre. Dre wants to push buttons. It's not legendary. It's cool. He wants to sit back, push buttons, make music, and be a musical nerd and shit. That's cool though.
Yeah,
it's just not legendary.
That's what you into.
It's just not legendary.
Yeah,
like it's
Yeah, like you know what I mean. Like even the guy he attached himself to, some bitches want to look at Eminem. Eminem was coming out with his shirt off and shit on stage. Shit like that. Like, I mean, don't you get it?
Eminem being a huge fan of Pac.
It's the whole package. Let Kendrick get right. Get cut the fuck up. You see how even much bigger he'll be. You think he's big now, right? Oh, his album sold platinum. Let that nigga hit the push-ups and the pull-up bar. And see how crazy it gets then. See how crazy it gets then. Yeah, exactly. Your mama wanna fuck us. Your girl wanna fuck us. I know that hurts. That hurts. You know what I'm saying?
That's what a lot of shit boils down to, though.
Yeah.
Just pure insecurity. Like, just because some man is over there being naked, that has nothing to do with me.
That's nothing to do with me.
Even if a man's over here in leggings and in drag, like Dre, basically, that has nothing to do with me either. Like, I don't care. Like, that's let him do his thing, man.
like what's the name told Puffy when he did the questionable shit in the Biggie movie, in the Life After Death. Go check that out. The documentary Life After Death, where Puff got caught doing the questionable shit. And a nigga on the side says, chill, cause another nigga said, yo, what's your man doing? Cause he was doing some questionable shit. He said, what's your man doing? And another nigga says, chill, let him do his thing. I bet you there's some hip hop heads out there right now who've seen that movie dying Like, yo, I wish everybody seen that. Nah, everybody ain't seen that because everybody wants to be a loser.
And side with the losers. You know
everybody wants to side with the losers. It's like going to buy a Honda when you don't have to.
Yeah, really, people really want to see you at that pinnacle of the bottom before they want to give you anything. Like, or you know, it's just crazy how like people won't. They identify with being a loser. So once you've lost everything,
you're cool now. When really nobody wants to be that. It don't make no sense. All we saying is you motherfuckers need to look into yourselves, man.
It just comes down to creating. I feel like people
look into your goddamn self. Find what you can do.
Yeah, I mean,
shit.
You see Versace approach Pac.
He didn't approach anybody else. He approached Tupac. Now, I'm gonna go further at that because Versace was most likely a little flamer.
Yeah, he was bothy.
He was probably bothy, but that ain't Pac's fault.
And they're gonna be like, you calling him bothy? Like, yo, he's cool, whatever. He's bothy. That's what he's doing.
That's what he's doing. Let him do his thing.
Let him do his thing.
Let him do his thing over there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's not a hateful thing. It's like, yo, that's like being like, yo, this person is that. They're doing that, or they're a carpenter, or whatever the fuck.
Exactly. Are you gonna say like, don't call him a carpenter? He's a craftsman. You should. Well, you're calling him a craftsman now.
Yeah, like it's just, you know what I mean? So it's anything really at this point. But I'm just saying, like, people have never really put anything together to be able to even admire other creators, and you can
see it.
Yeah, you can just see it, man. Like Tupac is in Adidas commercials now to this day. I feel like it's just like, you know, 20 years after most people died.
Real niggas know, man.
Yeah.
Fake niggas, they'll never get it. You'll never get it. Whoever you were talking this dumb shit to my brother, you'll never get it. That's the sad part. You'll never get it. You'll get it when it's too late. You'll probably be about to die or something. Your life be flashing before your eyes, and then you'll get it. And it's too late.
So what do you think about rap in general, where it's headed, man? I know you might want to be done or whatever with the video and everything, but I guess just to get a closing thing.
Rap in general, I still love it, man. I still like it and shit. It's just so saturated. It's like the hustle, man. It's like 20 people on the same block selling crack. That's what it is.
It's almost like you're just making it for yourself now.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It's not like you know, I'm glad I got into it. I'm glad I didn't get into it now. I'm glad I got into it when I did, which was close to 20 years ago type shit. Because, oh my God, if I got into it now, I'd be like the nigga talking to you. Not knowing shit. My favorite rapper would be somebody crazy.
From NWA.
Something crazy. And you gotta understand, I was 8 years old, 9 years old when NWA came out or whatever. I didn't understand the big deal at the time because I was high energy. See, when you're high energy, you don't like
shit. Don't even register, Jack.
It don't register. You know what I mean? My energy had to be lowered to where I picked that CD up and listened to it. And that might have been years later or whatever. My energy wasn't that low at that point. You know what I'm saying? I think at that time, if you were a little higher energy, you might have liked Ice-T or like, I don't know, somebody else with a little more higher energy. Like, you know what I mean? My energy wasn't low enough to where I was listening to them yet.
Yeah, I just feel like, you know, you got people, all the greats, man, they're well-rounded. They got a song for every single body. Like, it seemed like, you know, like Pac has a song for everybody. Work ethic was crazy.
Yeah, Nick Flair has a song for every single body. I have songs with no cusses in them. You know what I mean? But y'all choose to act like y'all don't even acknowledge that. I got one up on the tube right now called New Jazz Swing. It don't have as many views as another song where I'm cussing or I'm talking that shit. See what I'm saying? This shouldn't be. The song New Jazz Swing has no profanity. You can play it for your child. You can play it for your mother, your grandmother. But yet nobody does. They don't, you know, it's all about losing. It's about catering to the loser. Pac was amazing because Pac was a true hustler. Pac had his work ethic so finely tuned that he appealed, I'm gonna be honest with you, to the loser. Like he appealed to that person that's,
and Monster Cody's,
that's considered a loser in society or whatever. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, see, we hustle. I hustle. I come from that hustling thread. You see what I'm saying? Shit, me and Pac might not have seen eye to eye, honestly, if he was alive. But I still respect the man. I respect what he do. But I come from that hustler vein where it's no excuse to be a loser. I feel like there's no excuse for that. I don't care, but Pac did too. That's why he worked so feverishly. Because deep down, he was a hustler. Deep down, he wasn't that. He might have appealed to the person that was next to him, a loser, but he wasn't like them. Like you know what I mean? Like I don't know how else to explain it. It's like saying to somebody like, I feel your pain, but that's your pain. I feel your pain, but I don't know nothing about that. So when you hear these songs like, you know, Pac, like it got that spirit of like somebody coming from the bottom, or like, you know, that from the bottom shit or whatever. Guess what? He had that at one point, but at a certain point, he outworked that. He out-hustled that.
It's like what he was saying about New York. He was like, you know, you talk about the science of the 5 boroughs, that's cool, it's like a cool town. But what I'm trying to do is bigger than that. Like, you know what I mean? Trying to be like, you know, global, universal, in a sense. And like, I just feel like, yeah, like he was really just just got all the perspectives. And
that's it. But you have to go through all the perspectives to get them all. Like I said, I come from a hustler thread, but that was only because I was at a loser thread at one point. I feel like I ain't have shit. I'm walking around looking crazy, not a dollar in my pocket, no bitches looking at me. They're only looking at me because, you know, I got natural looks or whatever the case. You know, not everybody. I'm not saying that every bitch thinks I'm better, but I have my group of bitches and shit. But guess what? That wasn't enough for me. You know what I'm saying? I needed some more. I needed some more to go along with them God-given gifts. With them natural, let me even say God-given, the natural law of the universe gifts.
You want the full spectrum.
I wanted the full spectrum. I don't
it.
want just one part. I don't want just 2 parts. I need that whole thing. I need that whole thing.
So would you say that somebody that has more world, like if you like worldly or if you've been somewhere, been a few places, you'll probably side with a universal person like Tupac.
Exactly. You're not going to side with.
Because I find that people that have never left California, they love Biggie. I'm like, you're the same as a person that never leaves the New York area.
Yeah.
Because you don't leave. You know what I mean? It's like the same thing, kind of. Like, I don't know. Like,
you're gridlocked. Great movie. Tupac was in it. That's what gridlocked means. You're locked inside of a grid. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're gridlocked.
Yeah, I mean, if you just,
here we go. It just keeps coming back.
If you listen to that last interview, his last interview, I feel like, yeah, like that shit is just so, the interview is so well-rounded. It's crazy. Like, he talking about everything from self-esteem, the Illuminati, everything that people talking about today that applies today.
That's such a big thing.
He was so advanced that he really, it was like so much energy and pocket. He's like, I got to get as much out as I can right now because this world can't even house me. It can't, like, that's how I feel.
You're gonna be, you're 20 years ahead.
And you're 20 years old.
You know what I'm saying? So but that's all due to him maintaining a good shape of his body. Had the nigga been 300 pounds or something like that, it's not gonna register the same. It don't work the same. Pac was he was lean, mean fighting machine. See what I'm saying? So
it kind of,
that's the only way it works.
Yeah.
You can't be 300 pounds and 400 pounds. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. So if you're fat out there, stop getting fat, and then you'll see.
Look at whose face is swollen. In general, you know what I'm saying? Cube got the swollen face. Dre, like, to me, I feel like, you know, they can have all the money in the world, but you might not be able to get your dick up in a couple of years. Or, you know what I mean? Like, that's.
Yeah, I bet you'd trade $1 billion for that.
You know what I mean? Like, if you relying on.
Just saying.
Yeah.
I like Dre music. I like the music.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But I don't know these niggas. You know what I'm saying? And they don't know me.
I'm just saying that type of shit is invaluable. And I feel like that's why Pac, like, you know, is just so invaluable. You know what I mean? Whereas, like, you got people that's like, you worried about their net worth and shit like that because they're measured in a sense. Like, you can't really measure Pac. You can't measure it. Like,
unmeasurable.
Yeah, you can't. So, yeah. All right.
I don't know, man. That's the point of the video, though. Like I say, my brother was telling me about this dude on the net, you know, the cyber world.
Yeah.
Or whatever, who was going back and forth saying dumb shit. His picture is a car. It's not even his face. Or whatever. Some shit. I don't know.
I think. Not even, I mean, even if it was a person, even if it was a chick or something, anything.
I don't know, but you need to really reevaluate your motherfucking thinking. And you know what I mean?
Just being comfortable with yourself.
And I heard he kept bringing up, oh, you're gay. These gays. I mean, it sounded like to me like you got that on the brain a lot. So I don't really know, but I don't really give a fuck. That's the funny thing. I don't give a fuck. I know. See, there's a difference between like giving a fuck, thinking about, maybe. Like, I know that I don't give a fuck what some other nigga do. I don't really give a fuck what another nigga do. You know what I mean? And it's just a.
It just is what it is.
It just is what it is. You better look inside you, man.
I was just calling a spade in a sense, you know, just with NWA and everything. And
yeah, he was just trying to tell him some real shit. It didn't go inside his head. All he gonna do is get more angry because he gonna look at himself and he gonna be like, damn, everything they saying is true. Everything. He gonna go back, listen to some more terrible interviews with some more terrible people.
No one will listen to that Pac interview, yo.
Not
many people will make it through the 40 minutes. Like, it changed your life, yo.
And why? Is it because he's talking to you in a tone that's not cute? He's not babying you. He's not coddling you.
And he's talking about all the people that you might love in a way like, damn, he's talking about them like they're a kindergartner to him.
Like they're children. Like they're children. I think Suge said it. He gave me the best advice. You know what he said? He said, me fucking around with Puffy and like going to a playground picking on children. But see, this is what we run into, I feel like.
And they'll do anything
in that world.
They'll do anything to not be in the same room. Like Suge
just gonna run.
Like Suge having, like you said, Suge having to body people.
And then what they do is they beat you to the punch, right? The loser beats you to the punch. That's what they do because they on it. They want to win so bad. So they like,
we're gonna release the NWA movie.
Yeah, we're gonna release that. We're gonna release whatever before you can blink.
You got to kill a man to try and get on the set.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, birds of a feather flock together.
Sacrifice.
And it's just that simple, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. Y'all gotta do your homework out there, man.
Yeah, so Nick Flair, man, R-Bud on Amazon, ROYALT 512 on Yahoo at PayPal. For the books, it's 28 texts, man. The best never rest ever. Yeah, I mean, and it's the third one, the third best never rest. So check it out. You know what I mean?
Third installment. Got Outertainment coming.
Yeah.
We just entertainers, man.
Check it out, man. Got the eye manual, the K-Day cleanse, so many sleep paralysis, socially paralyzed, so many 28 texts, man. Really a plethora of media.
There's so much shit that losers are biting off of.
Yeah, and it's all coming.
We'll never get credit for it.
It's just all coming to a head. Yeah, like
we've come to be what is that? Assured with the fact that we'll never get credit for any of this. But that's all right.
Your credit is you'll be okay and comfortable in your skin.
Yeah. 20 years later, it'll register.
Yeah, of course.
So,
all right.
There you have it. To the next episode.